Page 6 now. The California drought of leadership. The Moonbeam administration is attacking the people again. This time, it's the California State Water Board. It has mandated more draconian cuts. More than 400 cities must comply with so-called conservation standards, aka cuts in water use, by up to 36%.
The purpose of these regs is to ensure urban resilience into a multi-year drought now that we know we're in one.
And say there's a water supplier out there, they're supposed to be meeting 28%, and their water use actually went up in June compared to June 2013, right? We're not going to wait and say, well, maybe they'll turn it around in August.
My purpose is to inform you of a specific problem with the emergency regulation that, if not rectified, will force me to be in a position to choose between meeting my conservation standard or taking care of public safety or public health.
There you go. Under the new rules, homeowners are to let their lawns die. So this is California dreaming? The reality of this nightmare is that urban water use is only 10% of the pie. 50% of California's water is being used for, quote, environmental purposes. So the fish, the Delta smelt, are up to their gills in fresh water, but humans, no, can't give that water to humans. How about this, California? How about cut off all water to all illegal immigrants? That will save millions of gallons of H2O. What do you think, Joining me now from Washington, D.C., writer for Red Alert Politics, Morgan Chalfant. Morgan, there's one person on the campaign trail, not declared yet as a candidate for president officially, but one of the GOP unofficial candidates seems to be praising illegal immigrants at every term, or at the very least is pandering to American voters who happen to be of Latin descent.
Yes, likely GOP presidential candidate Jeb Bush recently celebrated Cinco de Mayo on Tuesday by posting a video message of himself wishing everyone a happy Cinco de Mayo in completely in Spanish. Bush posted the video to his Political Action Committee Right to Rise's YouTube page. In the video, Bush wishes everyone a happy Cinco de Mayo and urges Americans to take the holiday to celebrate the relationship between the U.S. and Mexico. Bush also in the video discusses his own personal relationship with Mexico, talking about his wife, Columba, who was born in Mexico, and his family's strong ties to the country as well. And I think most people will probably view the message as an attempt for Bush to reach out to Hispanic voters.
Yes, I view it as insulting. I guess we had to press 1 for English to understand what in the heck he's saying. But moving on. Another declared candidate. There's only one song that your host likes from this rapper Eminem. And apparently, this candidate, Dr. Ben Carson, shares my feeling.
It's a good song, I must say. Yes, Dr. Ben Carson unveiled his presidential campaign in a very interesting way on Monday. He delivered remarks at the Detroit Music Hall announcing his candidacy, but before he took the stage, he had a gospel choir deliver an a cappella performance of rapper Eminem's song Lose Yourself from several years ago. Carson, like Eminem, is a Detroit native, so I think that's probably the reason why he chose this song for his campaign announcement.
Has some good lines in it, like you only have one shot to do something, and that's probably why he chose. He's got one shot to do this. Bernie Sanders on the other side of the coin, the Democrat Bernie Sanders, who is a declared candidate for president on the Democrat ticket. Was he making racist remarks regarding the United States and Scandinavia? I'm still trying to figure that one out.
He certainly was making un-American remarks. Sanders, who announced his campaign last week, said during an interview with ABC's This Week over the weekend that the U.S. should look more like Scandinavia. He said that countries like Denmark and Sweden have governments that work more for the middle class than for the billionaire class, which he's alleged the U.S. government works for. Sanders said that there's nothing wrong with modeling the United States after other countries. Unfortunately for Sanders, I don't think that him saying that the America should look less like America is going to get him any American votes.
I think That's a great point. If he had his way, we'd look a lot like the Soviet Union. Now, the other candidate on the Democrat side running for president, this woman by the name of Hillary Clinton, she got a key endorsement from a high-profile figure.
She did. Hillary Clinton has been getting all sorts of endorsements, many from Hollywood. And last week, a hustler mogul, Larry Flynt, told Bloomberg News in an interview that he is endorsing Hillary Clinton. His reason for endorsing Clinton is that if she were to be elected president, Clinton would likely have the opportunity to appoint 2 to 3 Supreme Court judges and thereby would be able to change the right-leaning court to a more liberal Supreme Court. Flynt said that though he doesn't think that Clinton approves of everything that he does in the pornography business, he nevertheless will cast his vote for her in 2016.
He doesn't realize he'd be slitting his own throat in terms of the First Amendment if she gets elected. Now, they being the Clinton campaign, the Hillary Clinton campaign, wants us to believe that she's just an average American, nothing to see there. She hasn't driven a car in 2 decades, but she's just an average American, and that she and Bill can collect hundreds of thousands of dollars for their words of wisdom, but they're just average Americans.
Yes, Bill Clinton did his part in propagating this false message over the weekend in an interview with NBC's Today. Bill Clinton said that he will continue to deliver his paid speeches throughout Hillary Clinton's campaign, speeches that get him up to $500,000 apiece. Clinton's reason for continuing to deliver these speeches is so that somebody can pay their bills.
The shamed, disgraced, impeached, disbarred former president. People pay hundreds of thousands. Hey, it's a free country. Thanks, Morgan.